welcome back to Cybernous CISSP Success Stories once again. And today I am really very happy and excited for Raju Raghavan sir, who has cracked CISSP yesterday. And he's been a great motivation for the group. He kept on inspiring the other group members by putting a lot of questions and queries and kept the group alive. So let's try to understand through Raju sir, how was his journey about CISSP, what was his success story, what were the challenges or strategies and mindset he followed throughout the entire journey. So welcome Raju sir to the call and many congratulations on passing CISSP.
My name is Raju and very much thank you for inviting me for this call. On this platform, and to tell about this journey, it has been an amazing journey for me, and I've been able to pass this CISSP in my first attempt on 25th August.
Yeah. Sir, can you please tell us about your cybersecurity experience?
Basically, I have around 11 to 12 years of information security, basically, and I come from a full stack developer. And I am basically from India, and I started working in Singapore from year 1999 onwards. And I am a full stack developer. So moving along in my career, I moved into infrastructure and then into cybersecurity. It was not an easy transition because infrastructure has its own challenges. And along the way, cybersecurity was, getting more popular because of all the stringent, security issues, the government is facing. So that's where I started learning, cybersecurity as well as infrastructure. I didn't have the chance initially to look into CISSP because I was at the very early stage of my experience into this cybersecurity and infrastructure. So I learned some infrastructure courses hands-on. I learned some, hands-on experience related to cybersecurity to gain some experience, because initially I was not having those type of experience. So it took me around 12 years, and now into this field, I thought, it is a right time for me to, take some certification. And that's where, I get to know that CISSP is a gold standard. And it has its own challenges because it not only comes with one particular subject, it has, multiple domains. And since I come from a software background, I have some database programming experience and so on. So I thought, there is still a gap for me because infrastructure was a big gap actually. And then certain design principles in terms of infrastructure, in terms of cybersecurity, and how it has been, how it has been engineered in all the projects. It's a hands-on experience that I was getting there. So I saw there's a gap also, but I need to blend this. And based on this experience, I thought, I need to go for some certification, and that's how I chose to take CISSP.
Like, if you had to describe CISSP journey in one word, then what it would be?
I will say, it is a worth challenging journey, simple as put, and it's a worth journey actually.
And when you started with your CISSP journey, what was your biggest fear or challenge about it?
To be frank, if you look at the fear means the knowledge gap, because I'm not aware, now what is that they will ask in this exam, because real-time experience, we might be, good in one particular, solutioning, or let's say, you might be good in router setup, or you might be good in some server setups. It's all a very specialized one, because those areas are quite vast and bigger. But if you look at CISSP, it has 8 domains, and it tests you in every critical part. There is a vital part of every domain it tests you actually. Even the system design, right? What is that a CISSP has to know for as part of this, because without that you will not be able to give any type of solution if you don't have those type of knowledge. So that's the biggest challenge. I always think in my mind I still have a gap here. So it always worries me to see whether are we good to take this exam, right? Because one is the cost of this exam. It is the cost is also high, and second, it also tests you, because based on previous candidates who has passed, and their experience, they say it's not that easy. Also, it's like a big thing. So that was a big challenge actually.
So I have seen your journey from start. You have been the most active member in our CISSP community, like always sharing knowledge and putting questions. So how did helping others shape your own preparation?
Because Pratima Madam, there's a story I want to tell you. It's a true story. When I started, right, I had a CISP friend actually, not friend. It's a colleague actually. So I was weak in one particular area. I asked this person, hey, can you share your notes or on this particular area? But then it went silent. They never share, because what I am not blaming here, but I am trying to see. So I thought there is a gap here, because it is a vast subject, and we want to know that whoever has passed, they would have a rich experience of learning through this whole cycle. So I didn't get that that help actually. So I was wondering, when you do something, what can you do about it, right? So that's where on this platform, whatever I started learning, every day, I try to simply put it onto this common chat. So it gave me two advantages. One, it motivates me, it makes me committed. Or after a period of time, right? Even some of the CISP aspirants, they used to call me back or WhatsApp me in private messages and say, hey Raju, where did you get this? What is what is this particular stuff? So I used to freely exchange this. I don't hold anything, because knowledge is not to hold, it is to help people, and and it has to transfer to the next guys actually. So that is my motivation. I don't hold anything, I just put it there, and that's how it motivates me actually. And even after this 100 days, this particular habit, right, even though I am on a leave or something, right, I come back, I say, oh, I have to do something, then I post again. So this really kept me going actually. And one more thing is, it is a double-edged sword actually. So after a long time in this platform, it became a thing like, hey Raju, if you tank in this exam, what is that you're going to tell your platform guys, right? It is a different look through. Say, let's say I tank in this exam, I put in so much effort, right? What happens, right? So it brings a type of confidence also. So for all the aspirants, you take that lead, don't worry, and then you fight for it, and you can make it actually. So basically, I had given my best, I think so, and I've been helping most of the CISP aspirants through this journey, and I think that could be one factor. I think God has blessed me to get this passed also, I can say. So
actually, sir. Yeah. No, but this is really very kind of you, and thank you so much for sharing your knowledge and your learning with others too in the group. Then how did the Cybernous environment, the mentorship, and the study plan make a difference for you compared to preparing alone?
Okay, even that also I have a story to you. I had signed up for one more course for data engineering. I don't want to mention the company name at least.
Okay.
So when I signed up, it was a 75,000 rupees course actually, just before Manoj's class. So they didn't say it is a recorded session actually. So I signed up.
Okay.
I paid the full amount. But what I happened to say, they just send every week recorded session, and the author doesn't come and even clarify the doubts actually. So there was a lot of debate, and I was asking them, and they said, we have a lot of students, we will not be able to have the author come and explain. I said, then it becomes like a Udemy course, right? I could go and buy
Right.
a Udemy course.
Mm-hmm.
I want the tutor to come and explain me doubts, interact with us, so that we are new to this. So you need to.
Mm-hmm.
So it didn't went through. So I had suspended the course there, and because I
Mm-hmm.
couldn't understand more, so my money was in a drain actually. Right? They were
Correct.
giving a lot of reasons here and there. So with Manoj says, I see a different way because Manoj sir, it is the first mentor I am saying, to be very frank, just not to
Mm-hmm.
what to say, just for the sake of saying, it's not for the sake of saying.
Mm-hmm.
Really, I felt it. His way of teaching is quite good. One thing is he keeps chasing everyone, right? If you look at when you start the program, he tracks our record in the Excel sheet. He asks us to
Mm-hmm.
see where you are, and it is not for 1 month or 2 months. It is entire journey he follows up. He doesn't gives up on the student actually. Second is the gym session. We have
Mm-hmm.
weekly gym session. It is not like half an hour or 1 hour. It goes even to 4 hours, 3 hours.
Right.
It is not for the sake of doing a gym session. It's really, it drills you, and it brings in all the concepts laid out and understand in a better way, not just to pass the CISSP, but to understand
Mm-hmm.
the score and say, hey, this is how you have to look at it. So this all makes a very big difference in the coaching pattern. I think that is one of the vital thing. I think most of the
Mm-hmm.
students get a benefit of joining Manoj's teaching here.
Yeah.
So I could say, yeah, those are the few things that made a cut in this training actually. Yeah.
Uh,
Really amazing, and I need to really thank Manoj sir. And I will say, 60 to 70% of credit will go to him.
yeah.
Definitely, it goes to him, even though we put all the effort and all. There is a good hand holding from his side for most of the CISP students to pass the exam. Yeah.
Great, sir. And what was your thought process during the exam and any tricky moment you remember?
In my case, I waked up 3:30 a.m. in the morning. My
Okay.
my exam was at 8 a.m. So I
Mm-hmm.
went 1 hour before. So I was the first guy there. So when the Prometric Center guy come and open, one lady was the one who come. So she was happy to see I was already there, one student. So she asked me, hey, it starts us only at 7:30. You need to come. Why are you coming so early? So
Mm-hmm.
I go back to the lobby again. I sat there. I didn't learn anything. I didn't stress myself. I just kept it cool.
Mm-hmm.
Then, as usual, of all the process we are done, then we got into the session. The question was quite challenging because at first time I didn't know what they were asking because I felt like nothing was coming. To be frank, for the first
Okay.
10 minutes, I didn't know the question is something else. Then a few of the questions were very tough actually. It was really tough, and it
Yeah.
really test your knowledge, certain
Mm-hmm.
area. So I was able to not do all these things. But one thing is, when I checked 1 hour, I had only finished only 44 questions.
In 1 hour.
Uh, only
Yeah.
44 questions I had done. So I was a bit panicking. I was thinking, oh, 44 questions, then I do not know what is going to happen. So then I made it a bit faster.
Yeah.
I made it very faster. And then I was able to, in 2 hours and 100 questions, I was able to break it actually.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought at that moment, right, maybe I am done, I am failed, because I understand if you're not answering right, they will kick you out of your exam. So 100 question, it said, the screen came in, and I started filling it up. I went outside. So the morning, that lady who saw me first, she gave a smile actually, but my printout was upside down, so she just smiled at me. So I thought something should be better. So then I opened. It was fast actually. So it was a good experience.
So, sir, just if you had to give one golden rule for exam day, then what it would be?
I would say, get your fundamentals right. in every domain, right? You take in every domain, like let's say SDLC, right? What is there for SDLC? Basic things that you need to know, right? What happens at each stage, the basic things. If you know that, I think they will test, or somewhere this one. And if you're not good at it, that's where they might challenge you with more bigger questions or easier questions, or how they plan it. We do not know. I do not know how they do it, but generally that is the funda there. So get your funda very right, and then what are all the other details that you need to know for it, just learn it. I think you should be definitely able to pass the exam.
What advice would you like to give someone who is just starting their CISSP journey today?
Manoj sir has given me some time back when we started, right? It is consistency, right? You need to have consistency. So how I did it, in the sense, right, after 1 week of joining, I wake up morning 4 o'clock, 2 hours in the morning before I go to job, 2 hours, and evening 2 hours. So this consistency I always keep, so that whatever Manoj sir teaches me in the evening session, I take it in the morning session and run through it. So that 2 sessions, right? And in the evening, what I do, I will learn the sessions that Manoj sir is not teaching me, because it is going to come in the next week actually. So what happens means, right, when Manoj sir comes, when we touch the next week, I will have some knowledge about that particular subject actually, so that it is easier for me to ask or clear doubts with Manoj sir earlier, because you have a lot of other tools to even self-learn, to understand at least at a basic level. So then you keep yourself prepared, learn, so that when Manoj sir touches that topic on a particular week, then it is easier for you. And then second thing, you need to repeat it actually. For new guys, repeating, first time you repeat, you will not know anything. You learn, right? Let's say cryptography, it will be alien to you. Okay, then you again repeat it second time. Might be a little bit alien. The third time you do it, right, you are already there. By the time, I think you can cover it in 100 days and you can crack it actually. So basically consistency, and whatever Manoj says, notes and everything, right, just you need to go through those notes, I think should be good enough to pass this exam.
And suppose if you are given a chance, if you would go back, then what's that one thing you would do differently in your preparation?
I will speed up. I want to speed up in 30 days. I think I can do it now in 30 days. If I am given a chance to rewrite, I will do it in 30 days again. I don't mind taking it now, because there is a way to do it now. That is what I see. Because I feel fundamentals is very must actually. Once you are very good at all the fundamentals, right, you can really crack it faster.
Now, finally, how does it feel? Like, not just to achieve CISSP, but to know that you have inspired so many others along the way.
That's why, as I want to highlight here, I have experience in driving cybersecurity projects, and it's not normal projects. Here in Singapore, I have driven 6 government projects. Okay, and one of the government projects is DLP project for whole of Singapore health, government health here. I was the one who is leading, and I had rolled it out in the first phase. Then I had done some of the other, these are confidential projects. I don't want to disclose here. Very confidential project. I have done.
Understand.
So these include like, hardening, system hardening, using CIS template, then SC Linux hardening, and so on. So I have experience. Now I am trying to map this with CISSP. What could better we do during those type of projects? And I had learned a few things there during that project, and it is mapping to what I am learning in CISSP. So basically, CISSP is one side is you have a bigger breadth of understanding all the different domains and challenges there. But when you take it back in a real scenario, it will definitely help you. This particular training will definitely help you in risk management, in third party, this one, in PCI-DSS, HIPAA, everywhere it can help you actually. So that is the one biggest thing, advantage I see here, and it is not going to stop here. I think I need to start working more now because now I had those things which I didn't know before. I learned this through this training. Actually, a lot of things that we need to know. So it will only make my journey better. I hope it will make my journey better.
So, what an inspiring conversation with Raju Raghavanji. And his story is a proof that CISSP success is not just about hard work, it's about mindset, consistency, and community. So, to every listener out there, remember this: your CISSP journey isn't just a solo ride, it's a transformation that happens when you stay consistent, committed, share knowledge, and grow together. So, if you are preparing for CISSP and want to be a part of a supportive, expert led community that helps you think like a security leader, join us at Cybernous. And until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and most importantly, see yourself as a future CISSP today, because that's where success truly begins. So, this is Pratima signing off. And thank you so much, Raju sir, for joining the
Thank you,
call.
everyone.
It
Thank
means a
you.
lot. Thank you. Thank you,
Yeah,
sir.
thanks.